What's up, guys? Clayford08 here, and this morning I wrote a couple of articles on STEEM, one being about the market and ways that you can cope with the current downtrend / bearish market that we're currently seeing, and the second being about the CEO of Mt. Gox that basically embezzled a lot of money, or supposedly embezzled a lot of money, who's on trial right now, admitted to running the Willy bot that everybody was talking about for years. So if you haven't checked those out already, be sure to check those out. Those are good reads. But today I was on BitcoinTalk and I was scrolling through the altcoin announcements, something that I regularly do every now and then. And I found a couple of interesting projects that were just announced today that I wanted to bring up. And some of these projects never really get talked about, but on BitcoinTalk you can actually find some really, really awesome stuff. The problem is there's so much bullshit on the announcements page now that you have to basically skim through all of the bullshit just to get to some decent projects. And one of the decent projects that I found is called Gimli, and essentially it's for gamers or viewers of gamers. It's a really awesome idea. So basically, if you're into live streams and watching streamers play video games, then this might be something you're interested in. It's a platform that allows you to go in and place bets on teams of esports, essentially. So games like League of Legends, StarCraft 2, Counter-Strike. I almost said Counter-Strike Source because that's what I used to play, but no, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or Go, a lot of people like to call it these days. Kids these days. What else? Overwatch. Overwatch was another one on this platform. So essentially you can go in and place bets, kind of like gambling on sports teams, but this is esports. So this is a really cool idea, and I'm sure it's been done before on other platforms, but I don't know if it's ever been done on a blockchain, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen anything else like this, but this seems like a really, really neat idea, and they're going to be using the ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain to create these smart contracts. So that's really cool stuff too. I think Ethereum is probably the best blockchain for that purpose. So why create the wheel? Why recreate the wheel whenever you already have something that's working? It's what I always say. I can't talk today, guys. I don't know what the hell is going on. All right, so this is Gimli. This is their page on BitcoinTalk, but they've got a really nice website too. They go and talk about all of the things that encompass this blockchain, and talks about the ICO itself, which is going to be 7 days long. 1 Ethereum will give you 1,000 of these gems. As you can see, this is essentially what they're trying to accomplish. So this is the network, all of these separate streaming platforms, the actual streamers, the games, and then the decentralization of all the users that are betting on these specific streamers and their streams, their live streams that are playing against other teams, esports teams, essentially. But this is really cool. I really like this idea. There are a few other things that you can do. Like you can vote on surveys that the streamer puts out, and you can actually impact the streamer's decisions on where they take their streams. So if they put a survey out, they can actually have you pay in this specific currency to take part in that survey, which is really cool. I like that idea a lot. But yeah, that's Gimli. there's not much else about it. They do have a white paper, and I read the white paper a little bit. It's essentially talking about everything that I just discussed, and along with, implementing the Ethereum blockchain. But here is their actual mock-up showing you what it could look like whenever they create their betting website. So you would click on your specific game that you would want to bet on, and then obviously you would find the team that you're trying to bet on and click on that, and then click bet over here using the GIM tokens. So this is really cool that they have this available for you to view on the very first day of their announcement. These guys have done a really good job, it looks like, making sure that people are informed of what they're trying to accomplish. So props to them on that. The only thing that pisses me off about this is this down here. Every single time, guys, every single time I see a project that I like, it says no US purchasers. What the hell, man? Every single time I want to get involved in an ICO, but whatever. Okay, let's move on to this next project I was looking at. So this project actually caught my attention because I'm currently looking for a job. You feel me? I'm trying to get paid after I get out of the military. And so this concept made a lot of sense to me, because for those of you that don't know, there are headhunters out there that can help you find a job, and those headhunters get paid to do so. They get paid really, really well, actually. Some of them are called recruiters, but essentially they're headhunters that, take your attributes and they sell them to companies that are looking for those specific needs. So this project, from what I can tell, I read the white paper, and the white paper doesn't really talk about how they're going to implement their blockchain. So that kind of scares me with this project, but it goes really in depth as far as how they want to create this space for people to get hired, and it's all built on decentralization, which is really cool. So it cuts out the headhunters all together. You essentially upload everything that you want companies to know about you, and companies can go on the blockchain and pick you out of a crowd if certain keywords identify you as worthy for the position that they are looking for. So this is really cool. This is like a diagram to show you how the decentralization would actually work. So, scrolling down a little bit. Right. What else? They have a website as well. Let's take a look at that. So their website is pretty simple. It's not a very good website, but they do have a good little video here. And so if you're interested in this project, this video that they have goes pretty in depth as far as the market behind hiring. I didn't realize just how expensive the hiring market is. I think they said it was around $400 billion in this video. That's crazy to me. The current market cap of all blockchains is $100 billion. So it's 4 times that much in just the hiring market. That's how much people are getting paid to be headhunters and things like that. But this idea is really interesting to me because it would cut out a lot of those costs. It would essentially be the companies taking a look directly at the applicants on the blockchain. So there's not much else about this project that I could find because it was just posted today. Unlike Gimli, who posted a lot of shit today on their website and stuff for you to be able to view. These guys don't have much else to view, but the idea behind this seems really, really cool. So I'm going to be interested in keeping a look at this on BitcoinTalk. I'm probably going to save this one and keep it in my back pocket just to see where this one goes. The token sale is in 20 days. I don't know if I'll take part in an ICO for something like this, and I don't even know if I can. It didn't say if U.S. citizens can actually take part in this one, but I don't know if I'll actually touch this one, but I just wanted to say, like, this is a really cool idea to see where it goes, you know? It could potentially take up some of the market. And really, the reason that I wanted to talk about this was because some of these projects that are coming about, these startups, these ICOs, are essentially like creating solutions to problems that are out there in current markets. And that's what we need to see in blockchain technology for it to really expand and grow to the masses. We need to see projects like this that will simplify the way we do things. And this is something that really, really could use a technical boost. Like, if we're spending $400 billion a year just to hire people, there's something wrong there, probably. And I mean, that might suck for people that are headhunters to say that, but blockchain technology is really cutting out all the bullshit and all the middlemen that get paid too much to do something that could easily be done using blockchains. So this is really cool, and things like this are really cool, and I'm going to keep an eye on BitcoinTalk a little bit more in the future. I haven't been keeping as much tabs on BitcoinTalk as I used to, and I kind of want to start moving more towards that, because if you're a person that gets in on the ground floor on one of these projects that does really well, you can become a pretty wealthy investor off of these. And I'm not saying go out there and spend all of your money on ICOs. I'm actually not a huge fan of all these ICOs. I really like projects that fund their own projects without having to seek an ICO. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, though, guys. This is something that everybody should be keeping their eyes on as far as projects on BitcoinTalk and other venues like BitcoinTalk. Always staying up to date on new things is the way that you're going to stay ahead in blockchain technology. So if you have any questions about the two things that I talked about today, or if you want me to look into a project that has been posted on BitcoinTalk or some other venue, let me know and I'll take a look at it and see what I think of it. That's going to be it for today. Clayford08 out.